Hello everyone, Leaners here. I have a plant that doesn't look very well. I don't know if you could see, but it's got some spots. And I'm going to be testing it today for INSV, Impatiens necrotic spot virus. You know, I'm new to this. I just started as a collector this year. Found out about this, was horrified, and decided that I was going to take care of this because I had some questionable plants. And I ordered quite a few plants. So the kit comes with a pouch with 25 of these. And this one's been warming on the counter. You have to warm the pouch and the strips, and you get a little bottle, and they kind of just look like, see, they look like COVID test strips, and you're supposed to handle them at the white end, not touch the green end. They come with directions. And it says, refrigerate, and a pack of 25 tests. You get 25 testing pouches and 25 test strips that you store in the refrigerator. Was roughly, with shipping, $200. And that comes out to around $8 per kit. So here's the plant I'm concerned about. Let me put these back in the fridge. For a cutting tool, I like to use razor blades. Single edge razor blades. Whoops, sorry. Because the scissors you have to sterilize in between, and it can be hard on the scissors sometimes. So, what you need to do this test kit, or this test, is your pouch warmed up to room temperature, your test strip, a cutting tool, which in my case is a single edge razor blade, and you need a Sharpie. And you need a Ziploc bag because you're going to dispose of everything. You are not going to compost this. I wouldn't even throw it in the garbage without the bag, because if thrips or flies or whatever it is that transfers this comes and nibbles on the sample, they can spread it, and then you got a problem. Now, I learned about this recently, and in my small amount of research on this, it's been a problem for the lettuce industry in southwest and southern US, as well as other parts of the world. And that's why lettuce has been expensive, hard to come by, and not look that great. So this, it started with impatiens, but it's affecting a lot of plants, including the African violet, and it's not going to get better. Once they have it, the plant will die. You have to destroy it, and you have to destroy it and get rid of it in a Ziploc, just like I'm doing the sample. So, here's how you do this. First, open my razor blade. Now, the kits do come with directions. So, I'm going to cut the pouch open. And I don't know if you could see, you want to set it upright when you're not handling it at that point, because you don't want that stuff to go all over the place. So, I put that in there. Now, I'm going to take a diseased leaf and make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to aim the camera down and let you see what I'm doing. Okay, so now remember, you never want to touch the test strip on the green end. You're going to cut roughly a 1 by 1 inch chunk of the leaf. And you're going to take that, and let me show you here. Inside the bag, there's a second bag that has mesh. So you want to get it open, and you want to drop that leaf down inside there, just like that. And then this is where you have to prepare it. So you put it on the table, and you grab your Sharpie, and I'm holding the edge up so that the liquid doesn't come out. And I learned to not be too fast and aggressive with this, because you don't want to get foam like I did there. You try to not get it all foamy. You try your best. Okay, now I am going to try and reset my camera here. Once you've got your leaf emacerated and you got nice green liquid there, I'm going to try and push those bubbles away from that side because you don't want bubbles there. Okay, you then take your strip and you fit it into the bag and you put it down the side just to where the tip is in the liquid. Once you've done that, we're going to set it upright over there, and I'm going to go over to my timer. Now I have started the timer for 30 minutes. I'm going to take all this material and I'm going to put it in the bag. And when I'm done with this test, after 30 minutes, and I don't know how to photo edit yet, so I'm just going to show you. Here's a test I did a few days ago, and it was negative. You see there is just one line there. If it was positive after 30 minutes, I am going to move this back. There we go. After 30 minutes, it would have a second pink line, reddish pink line. This is an old one I did a few days ago. But you see there's just one line, you would have two. And there's just one. So this plant that I tested, which was this one right here, and it's got kind of a deformed intersection and it was having trouble forming roots. So I repotted it, it's doing better now, and I'm keeping it in lower light. And it's starting to loosen up. But sometimes I hear that as a symptom, deformed leaves. So I'm going to let this sit for 30 minutes. And so far it's got the control. I don't know if you could see a pink line there, but that is the control line. That does not mean that it's positive. That's just our control line. So that's all that first little line is. So you've got 30 minutes. And if after 30 minutes it's pink, it's negative. If you're not comfortable with it, you can do a second test. Now, a lot of people send their samples to what is called the University Extension Office or University Lab Extension Office. And I was confused. I'd never even heard the name. So what I did is I Google searched. And I covered the name of the company, but it's Agdia, A-G-D-I-A. They have a website. It was the only virus testing website for agricultural testing that I could find. But this is what I Googled, and Agdia will come up, and they have all kinds of products that they sell. But as far as the INSV, they offer a 5-pack and a 25-pack. And I did the math, and the 25-pack was definitely the better deal if you got a lot of plants. And I've heard people say that they tested plants that were fully asymptomatic, and they were positive. Thus far, I've done 6 plants now, and they've all been negative. And I will find out in 30 minutes if that one is negative or positive. But I just wanted to show you what I did today, so you might be a little more familiar with this and see that it is possible to do this at home. They told me it was $40 a plant to test for me, and I would have to wait a week, whereas I was able to order my own tests, and I can just, you know, right on the spot do the testing. So not so much that I worry about whether or not I can get a refund from somebody, because that's really not the issue. The issue here is making sure that I'm protecting my investment and I don't have a sick plant. Now, this can only be transferred by SAP, meaning if you use tools, didn't clean them, and then cut a second plant and the first plant had the virus, or if a bug bites it, goes to another plant, it can spread like wildfire. I mean, this is what's happening in the South with the lettuce. But anyway, it's really a simple test. It's easier than doing a COVID test. The strips look and read just like a COVID test strip. And I would recommend anybody who's got, you know, 15 or more plants, a lot of money invested in it, that maybe protect your investment by having these in your refrigerator, and make sure that you're keeping your plants safe. Anyway, have a lovely day, and I hope this video was helpful.